for the YouTube. Okay, so this is season 2 of the Dropshot Call of Duty podcast. We do gameplay breakdowns. You're of course watching this on YouTube if you're not watching it live. This is where you guys submit a clip of your gameplay and we break it down. We point out what you did well, what you didn't do well, etc., and go into painstaking detail, which is what we're going to do now.
Oh, painstaking, yeah.
Now, if you want your gameplay broken down, awesome. Patreon.com/thedropshot, right? Get scammed. This is a benefit provided to our Damascus patrons. We record these live after the podcasts on Wednesdays, and today's is the first in a long time of the good Pastor Nick. We had them, we sent them away, and now we've brought them back. And the Pastor Nick is our first submission that we're doing this evening. So I think that about does it. If you are interested in doing this, once again, patreon.com/thedropshot. And there are some guidelines for the type of video and gameplay we want. Pretty loose though, and all the details are in Discord. So with that said, I'm ready to get started. So this is Nickcan86, aka the Pastor Nick, the good Pastor Nick. He's been a long time member of this community, a very involved one at that, for better or for worse, which debatable. But with that said, I think I'm about ready to fucking dig in. What about you, Tanner?
I think so.
All right, let's do it, boys.
Any players? Here we go.
By the way, Tanner will be ignoring all of your subs, cheers, bits until after we're done with the
Nick,
breakdown.
do I have to skip your intro? Because I kind of wanted to keep it, and so we could shout you out, right?
Oh, we're not skipping the intro. This isn't a democracy. We're, of course, watching the intro.
You don't. That's fine. Cool. We're watching the intro.
Cool.
Twitch.tv/Nickcan86. Go give him money so he can adopt a child. Please.
Hey,
Please
what's
do
up,
it.
YouTube? This is Nick. Thank you for stopping by to not only watch my first ever gameplay video, but my first ever solo win in Warzone. Yeah, that's right. Even though I have about 70 or so wins in Warzone Battle Royale, none of them have come in solos. They've all been in duos, trios, or quads. I don't play a lot of solos.
I've won
Usually
twice
I have
in
at least
solos.
one or two
Never
others
won
that are
solos.
online wanting to run.
Turn it up.
And solos are a little too campy and slow playstyle for my personal enjoyment. But I had some time where no one else was online. I decided to play and see what would happen, and thankfully got my first ever win. Now, I'll admit it's not some 20 or 30 kill win. I only dropped 8 kills in it. But still, I will take that to get this white whale out of my life and say that I have a solo win finally. So check out the gameplay. If you like what you see, please give the video a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
All right, so what stands out to you so far, Tanner?
The beard. The fantastic beard. What's standing out to you? Is that what's standing out to you?
No. Clean your desk.
Oh, wow. Coming from you. Coming from you.
Well,
People just don't see yours. Disgusting.
Well,
Nick is just actually
filled
too
with
good
that.
of a person for this Discord and this community.
Oh, of course he
It
is.
makes me furious.
Leave.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go-
You're too good for us, Nick. You need to leave.
Go somewhere better.
I don't
Leave.
know. I feel bad for you. All right. I think I
yeah.
gotta turn it down
All
a
right.
little bit.
Anyways, I think
Here we go. He's an FFAR. And is this thing at the bottom gonna go away? Okay.
we're in a Warzone solos match, as he said. We've got the FFAR. We have stuns and thermite. Good easy kill here. Here's another guy.
You're not dead yet.
Love that stun.
I do love the stun.
Smart move to play it up right here. A lot of people would just
Do
want
you
to push
think-
that.
Well, okay, let's talk about it.
Why don't we wait? Why don't we wait and see what happens?
Okay, let's go.
Let's wait and see what happens.
He gets spotted here. Takes out the AUG here.
Where are those
And
bullets
the
going?
bullets simply aren't working. Nice engine.
Send that to
That's gonna be a
Activision.
COD 2021 engine. Cool. Awesome. Takes cover behind the wall.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. He's
Okay.
dead. Okay, cool. So that's the end of the
So-
breakdown. Thanks, everyone, for coming out.
Cool. Get shit on. Okay, so Tanner, what are your thoughts on that whole engagement? Let's rewind a little bit.
I love the stun you threw there, for sure. That was a great stun or two.
So right here, I'm not sure if he knows this guy is here. All I hear is a supply chopper, so he probably doesn't know anyone's here
Yeah.
except this guy he sees on the roof. Easy kind of little dink around here, which is good. And then he gets spotter grenaded. Interesting. So he does know someone's around, obviously, because there was a guy on the roof. That's not a problem. So he's kind of expecting him to have jumped off and be in this area.
Yeah.
Which would explain why it's a clean kill on that guy.
Clean kill
Awesome.
for sure.
Clean kill, great. He's not going to necessarily be expecting anyone else. But as we continue playing, he does a nice little reload behind cover, which is good. And he's doing some shoulder peeks, but he's not outright running outside. That's good. If you're plating or reloading, this is called shoulder peeking, where you'll kind of just like go a little bit behind cover just to get eyes on. Like, all right, anyone around here? Where are they? You know, get eyes on, because it's very unlikely you're going to die if you're this close to cover, because you can just pop back in if needed.
Agreed.
So he's doing some shoulder peeks, finds the guy, keeps going. Prone's behind the car. Great move, getting right behind cover, especially because he doesn't have any plates right now.
Yep.
So he's in a precarious position, and the guy shot him with a sniper rifle. That's important. Let's move on. Immediately throws the stun. I totally agree with you on this, Tanner. Excellent stun. You're running stun and thermite, use the fucking stuns, throws it clearly, and then gets the hit marker. This is where I'm mauled. You just got the hit marker, and you see how close this guy is. There are times where I'll get a stun and I won't push because it's quads, and I don't know if they're all stunned, or they're far enough away to where by the time I can get them in my reticle, the stun is worn off. Neither of these things are the case right now. This is why, in my world, ideally, not in my world, I'm shit. Ideally, you get the stun, immediately push this.
Okay.
What the fuck's he gonna do?
Got it. Yeah. He doesn't seem to be that stunned, though. It seemed like it didn't really hit him that hard. It seemed like he was pretty far away from it.
I thought stuns were like either you're stunned or not. Am I bugging?
I don't know. Let's see here. Let me watch this again. Because he seemed really...
You're not dead yet.
See, he was moving so fast and turning. He was like 12 feet away from it.
I don't think that matters, because you saw the hit marker, so you know he's stunned. I don't think the power of the stun is contingent on anything other than it landing or not. That's a good question, though. Maybe that is true. I don't know. But either way...
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can be less stunned. I mean, you can in multiplayer, that's for sure.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Still, though, I think right here,
You're not dead yet.
you push that. You also have an FFAR with a full mag. And this guy has a sniper out also.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to... He's stunned. He's going to have to switch to a different gun or one-tap you with a sniper while stunned, and you have a full magazine of FFAR.
So you would push this right now. Okay, got it.
1,000%. Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Say he decides to plate, which is fine. You see some shoulder peeking here. And you know where he is because he threw that molly from that particular
What's with the
trajectory.
snapshot? Yeah.
I don't know why this guy's using snapshot grenades. That's
In Nick's defense, he would have gotten a kill right here if it allowed him to shoot through this.
That is true. Yep, those are two clear bursts.
Literally didn't do anything.
3. Yeah. He's getting peppered up here. Gets behind this wall, and then I think he gets third party, right?
Yep.
No, he doesn't.
I didn't see that guy, by the way, until he killed him.
That's the same guy.
Oh, it was. He jumped
Look at
around the
kill
corner.
cam.
Okay, yeah,
He just
yeah.
came through the wall.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yep.
So Raz's probably initial... What's going on here? Okay. Oh, it's him speaking
His
up the
video
video.
fast forwarded, yeah.
So his initial comment probably of pushing that stun, maybe that would have been the play there. It's hard to say though, because you don't...
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know...
In hindsight, you always know what the best play is.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
even with just that info, I think pushing the stun was the best play.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I feel like I probably would have just played it like him and just played it up and threw that thermite. That was just an unfortunate situation there.
Okay. Fair. I don't think that play was terrible. It's just something I think I would have pushed, but let's see. We're in the Gulag. We have real guns. That's good.
Ooh, a stoner in the Gulag. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Like the play, go straight to mid. That's the play. Go straight to mid. That's the play to win.
The guy mid. Yeah, when you have a real gun in Gulag, you want to be at mid before the other guy and pre-aim it, and then you get an easy kill just like that. So well done there.
All right, so he's hovering boner. Where is he going here? Going for the scab. Okay, interesting thought.
Okay.
Dangerous, right next to super, right in the middle of the map. Risky scab for sure. I wouldn't go for this, honestly, but let's see how it goes.
True. Yeah. I think in solos, I don't know if solos would be more or less sketchy, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Looting up a little bit. Got an M16 and a Pellington. Running around with this.
Oh, and it's going towards super. Interesting.
And it's going towards
I would
super,
almost
yeah.
not even do this if this were me playing right now, probably. I would just leave.
And unfortunately, though, it's a good game, yeah.
We got
Unfortunately, the
stopping power.
loadout drop is on top super, which is not great. But let's see what happens.
Interesting play. Okay, he's going straight for the loadout. Is that what he's doing? Oh, no, he's going for the scab.
I
Okay.
believe.
I thought he was going to go up to the loady. Getting a lot of money here.
A lot of cash. Yep.
Any speed hackers? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's hacking, so. Seems to be alone.
He
And
for
he's
sure
saving
seems
his
to be alone.
stopping power for his loadout.
I was going to
drop.
point that out, by the way, but then I was about to say that, and then I thought he was going for the loadout, and I was like, oh, perfect, he's for sure going to use it there, and then he didn't. So that's smart. Because we've discussed this on the pod before. There are times when you do want to use stopping power on a ground loot weapon. I don't think this is one of them. If you're hearing shots at super, and you for some reason have to go there, or there's shots where you land, I would probably load stopping power. In this ground loot M16, I don't know, maybe not. If I had a ground loot FFAR, I would for sure load stopping power. Any fully automatic ground loot weapon, pretty much, I would probably load stopping power for this. So I think he did this correct, knowing that his loadout is right there too.
Agreed. Yeah. When your loadout's this close, you want to have stopping power in the FFAR because then you can't die.
Yeah. So he's got the AUG FFAR.
possible.
What was he running? Okay, so he's running, again, stuns and thermites. Okay, cool. Ooh, you see the sniper on that roof. Oh!
Ooh, guy right in front of him. Easy.
Great
just
play. Great
little
play.
dinkerino there. Perfect. Not much to say other than
Change that
job.
mag though, right, Nick? Use the regular 45. This was also 4 weeks ago though, so
Yeah. Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Doesn't forget the stopping power. Needs to
Interesting
load it
you
up, yeah.
interesting you throw it here knowing that there was a sniper on the other roof. Maybe he never saw that sniper when he was in game. You saw that
Maybe.
glint on that roof, right?
Yeah, you're. Oh, excuse me. You're right.
Jesus, could you just swallow a fly? He did see the sniper. Okay, so he's just throwing this here anyways. Interesting.
It wasn't great.
I guess you can get behind it and get cover. Yeah, I guess he kind of has cover.
You
from those.
can, but it's still not great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world. Not great though. Be more careful.
Yeah.
I would say. So we're skipping through a little bit of gameplay. No problem. This buy always fucks me, but he's going for a selfie,
I need
which is
recon
super
on my
important in
position.
solos. Instant calls
And
to
a couple
UAV and then has a second for a
Smart.
backup.
What else do you
Perfect.
spend your money on? Smart. He's got self-res,
Exactly.
yeah.
He sees the car here.
That's the birthday right there, right? Where did he stop? Okay, he's going straight in the plane, I guess. Interesting.
He has a trophy on it, so that's fine. There's a C4 there.
That's the guy thing. Oh shit! What? Wait, how did that blow it up?
Absolutely shit on.
What the hell was that? Oh my god, this video game. That's so funny. Oh my
So
god.
there's no chance I would have thought the C4 would have done any damage to that car. So I don't know.
Oh my god, that's
fine.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Running to the berth as your first instinct.
Great play, great play.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay. That was
Was it nice?
Your approach on that plane was a little odd though. Kind of the way you pushed up to that slowly. And then kind of like couldn't decide what to do. I don't know. I feel like I would have just rushed up with the car really quick there, probably sent it right by that door, pushed the guy, or driven around and tried to go in the backside. That's probably your best bet there. Dude, that's actually fucking player. I wish the gameplay breakdown ended right there and that killed you and we could talk about that.
Yeah, true.
That's so
I
funny.
have some other thoughts. So, okay.
Pause it when you want.
You get behind this Bertha. Good play. You get in the Bertha here. You're not only do you not have plates on, you're not even at 100 health. You're like 80 health right now. If you stay behind the Bertha, you know the guy can't shoot you. If you get in the Bertha, like right now, you can see it on your screen. If this guy was plugged in, you're dead here. Absolutely. When you're climbing into the Bertha, you're totally exposed, and you're doing it literally right in front of him. So this was not the play. Obviously, he doesn't kill you, but this is not the play. you stay behind the Bertha there, and at least get some plates on, and then maybe get in the Bertha a little later. But this is super risky.
Yeah.
First of all, and then we get on. You get in. You get away with it. You try to run him over. Doesn't work out. That's fine. Again, getting out here, you're still not even at 100 health.
Yeah, I was gonna say low health here. Interesting.
And you're just getting out to challenge here. Now, granted, you do have a stopping power FFAR.
Yeah, just saw that.
So that's helpful for sure. Is it this helpful? It works out for you, but this is fucking risky. Really risky. And the safer play that I would have done is if I drive forward and try to run him over, which was fine. I would have tried the same thing. And he backs up. It doesn't work. Cool. Fucking beep, beep, beep. And I'm gone. And I'll reset this fight. I'll drive somewhere else, fully plate, get back in if I want, and come back to this guy or not. But I really don't like this play at all. I think it's super risky. And you, of course, destroy him, which is awesome.
I'll say something else about that. When it comes to jumping out of vehicles like that, or like when he was trying to run him over, another smart play that you can do is you have so much cover in the Bertha. What you can do is pretty much stay in there until they fire their whole magazine at you and don't even hit you once. And then what you do is hop out because you know they're either going to have to reload or switch weapons. Usually people aren't big brain enough to switch weapons, so they just start reloading. And then you can see that they're reloading. You know they're out of ammo. You jump out real quick when they're that close. You should have an easy kill. So that's also a alternative little trick you can do there.
True. That is a good trick.
So you said you went from not drinking tonight to this is your third glass. Cool.
Well, if we're not playing Warzone.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay mad.
Here we go. So he's moved up to the northwest of where he was, yeah. Oh, is there a camping rat in here?
It's my second class, by the way, cunt.
Any cheaters? How did he know this guy was here?
Ooh.
Solos, look at this guy. Camping in a window with a ghillie suit. What is this guy doing? Oh,
it's possible Nick doesn't have ghosts yet. But let's analyze this real quick. Go back here.
Okay, analyzers?
Analyzer?
He must have known somebody with... Okay, he probably... Hold on, he must have popped his UAV and didn't show that on the video, and that's why this is pinged here.
It's pinged, yeah, of course.
That has to be. So Nick is not wall hacking, of course. We'll let it slide.
He gets out here, sees the guy.
Yeah. I like this.
So this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is exactly how you play this. You peek, you see him on UAV, ping his building. He's a camping rat. He's allergic to moving, his character. You shoulder peek, see the guy, go back into cover, shoulder peek again to lob a stun, get back into cover, wait for the beautiful, glorious, juicy hit marker, see the hit marker, and then just push him and fuck his ass.
Yeah.
And that guy has no chance. Just perfect, just textbook.
By the way,
I mean, nothing to say other than perfect.
Another thing you guys can start doing and thinking about, I've been trying to do this more personally, when he throws that first stun, a good move is, because so much with Warzone involves pretty much outmaneuvering your opponent. Like, it's not just about straight up one-on-one gunfights all the time. Movement is king in Warzone. Like, the top players, that's really what sets them apart. They all have good aim, but what sets apart the really good ones is their insane movement. So something you guys can start getting used to as well. Like, Nick played that fine. That's how I would have done it too, probably. But you got to think, if there's a situation where you can throw a stun and they start spraying at that doorway, because there is a chance that they'll lock onto you and kill you even though they're stunned. What you can also get used to doing is throwing that stun, run outside, around, come in through the front door. The guy will still be looking at the back door. He'll still be stunned. He won't be expecting you. You can get a nice little flank. That's a smart move too to start getting used to.
I've been trying Jacob down play.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that a lot more lately because movement really sets you apart from the next person in Warzone. So that's something to think about for everyone watching this. Is think about times when you can flank the opponent and not go head on. You want to go head on as little as possible.
That's a good point. That would have been a better play, is to stun there and then just run around.
Yeah, I don't know about exactly that situation. I just wanted to bring it up while we were there because he would have had to run pretty far around. I mean, the guy probably wouldn't have been stunned there. I'm just trying to get people thinking about different movement they can take besides just running. Yeah, besides just running head on.
Good point. Great point. Great point.
same building?
It looks that way.
Yeah, it is. There's a guy's loot. Okay, so he
So
left.
he picks up the
got a
heartbeat
truck.
because he doesn't have any stuns right now. Good. Might as well use something.
Mm-hmm.
I hear someone.
He's got an airstrike
I think. He does have a precision airstrike, yeah.
now. Oh, he knows you heard someone. He just nodded, yeah.
Cool.
He's talking to us. This is live, of course.
He has a spectator, that's why he's doing that. I think.
Yeah.
Or he needs an exorcism. I don't know. What?
Oh, he's getting more ammo.
What is that?
Smart. He's...
Ooh. Why did he drop money, though?
I don't know.
Maybe he dropped it on accident?
Interesting play. I like this.
cheating.
This is a solo rat play. This is how you have to play solos if you want to win.
Okay.
Plates and ammo. He didn't drop money, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because there's a satchel.
Very smart play.
Yeah,
I like
super
this.
smart. Super smart. If you're going to be here a while anyway, wait for the next circle. You might as well use everything available to you. And if there's prox mines lying on the ground, fuck it. Pop them down. Know the vibes.
Ooh,
Got here in a birthday boy.
unlucky timing. He knows he has zone, though. The guy's going to have to come back around, yep.
True. Okay.
What is this guy doing? I would have turned around on the berth and came right back and tried to run him over.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Oh! Oh my
Use
god.
someone. And
He's
he
just
gets ripped.
covering Nick.
Okay.
He's just giving him cover.
Actually, I know. So we got the little gas mask. That's good. That's helpful, for sure.
His berth is blended over there. Let's do a gameplay breakdown of that moron.
Yeah, for real.
What is this guy doing in the middle of the road? You can't be doing
Yeah.
that. What is that guy doing? Easy kill. Ooh, nice pickup of the Bertha.
Half health, pretty good.
That's something else. In game, be thinking about vehicles. That's why there's 3 vehicles, at least that I see right here in the circle. You
And
gotta be
Nick
thinking.
got lucky that there happens to be one here, by the way.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
if you want to use a Bertha last circle, you have to plan that in general, in advance, and get it here.
Yeah, because of course he had a Bertha, but this other guy stole it. So this is smart to do. Now, of course, if somebody has a stoner and it's March 31st, 2021, it'll die in about 42 bullets or so, 52
That
bullets.
is, of course,
so.
true. Yeah.
So what do we got left here? So he has 6 kills.
7 players left.
7 players. Okay, 6 other people left. Got it.
Kind of driving around.
I like this moving around. This is the play I would do. Yeah.
100%.
This is the play I would do. You don't want to just stay stationary if you have the Bertha anyways. There's not too many houses in the final circle either, and what he's probably thinking is there's probably a person in every single one of these buildings. Because there's about 3 buildings in the final circle right now, so guys are outside of it. They're going to be moving in. They'll probably get in those buildings if they're not already, so he's thinking, I'll just keep using this Bertha, and I'll drive around, try to get intel, wait for some moron to shoot at me. That's why if you're in a good covering spot, by the way, you don't just take a pop shot at a Bertha, because they're going to know exactly where you are. They're going to have the advantage. You're not going to do any damage to them usually because they're so well armored. You just leave them alone and let them drive by. This is a prime example. That's what Nick's trying to do. He's trying to get intel here.
True. Gets out and throws the muni for 2 more thermites. Giant play. You're not going to need more ammo anyway. It's late enough game. The only thing you're ever going to get out of a muni at this time that's necessary is lethals and equipment. You have a heartbeat sensor. Okay. But you have no thermites. 2 more thermites. Thermites especially in solos against Berthas.
Yeah.
Best possible thing you could do. So you could either win with a muni in your inventory, die with a muni in your inventory, or have 2 extra thermites, which are going to be super useful against the Berthas that you already see floating around. So good play there.
Yeah, that is a big brain play. You have to think about that when you have those. Even if it's an armor box and you have 6 plates, and you have room for 2 more. If there's less than 10 people left, you may as well throw the armor box, because the next engagement you get in, you're either going to kill the person or you're going to be dead, and that's going to be useless, right? So just throw the armor box down, get the plates out of it. We had this happen to us earlier. We had a muni late game. We threw the muni down because we needed thermites. We threw 6 thermites.
It won us the game.
Yeah, rushed the 2 guys waiting behind there. I think there were 2 or 3 guys behind there. Anyways, we ended up getting the kill. That's something you have to think of late game again. Nick, super smart play, especially like driving around. You're not really thinking of that stuff. So that's a smart play that he did that right there in that situation.
100%.
Kind of a weird spot to do it, but you know the vibes. It's fine. He didn't get
You
shot
have the
at.
Bertha as cover, and you were on like the edge of the circle, and I think he was scouting where he could have been vulnerable from. I think
guess
it was
that's true.
probably fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the vibes.
Yeah. You know the vibes.
Bertha one-on-one.
And
Ooh,
here it is.
There you go. Thermites.
Gets one little tickle, and then gets right back to safety because there are other people besides just the Bertha that play.
I like that
Great
play a lot.
play.
Yeah, that's smart.
Just like, hey, stay mad.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again, maybe? No?
Do it again. I would jump out right here and do it. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, you could have, but he's playing it safe. It's fine. If you don't get out there, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. And there's only 5 more people.
So you know one's in yellow right there, and one has to be in this other bunker. There's probably literally one guy in each other building, and then the guy driving around.
Correct. Yes, that's what I would say. Gets out again. That was an ambitious thermite, and it was not worth it. And
Yeah,
you got a little damage, but didn't matter.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, with thermites, you know, obviously you have to just stick them. They throw pretty fast too. You don't usually have to lead them that much. But yeah, thermites, when you stick a vehicle, they're absolutely deadly. So here we go. He's about to get into one of his final little gunfights here. Just scrub back a bit. Here we go.
That guy got collie sticked.
Oh yeah, he sure did. So that was the Bertha driver, apparently. Huh.
Yeah, it was.
Interesting. So the Bertha rat's dead.
Okay, right here, Tanner. What do you do? Let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
I want to scrub back because I want your thoughts. Okay, hold on.
Something to keep in mind, by the way, too, he still has a precision in his pocket.
He does have a precision.
Fantastic to keep that in your pocket, especially right now. There's 2 people left.
And what's cool is, in solos, if someone's downed, it means they have to have a self-res.
Yeah.
That's why you want a precision, is to finish those people.
Yeah.
So Nick might have been tempted, when he got it down right there, to precision that. But he's clearly in your line of sight. Why waste it?
Yeah, not when he's in the open.
You're in a building. That guy's in the open. Easy finish with the AUG. Keep the precision. You might need it later. So that was good, and it showed some restraint.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, Tanner, what do you do right now?
Let's move forward here. I want to point something out. So he's in right here. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So the circle is not moving yet, I don't think. Is it moving yet?
It is moving in.
Okay. So he's in this building. He knows there's 2 other people left. So the guy is probably in the yellow building on the other side of the river, and the other one maybe is in this room right in front of him. So my initial thought here would be right where he's reloading, look left, look in that building. I'm not sure what Nick's going to do. I'm going to think, look in that building or go to this this little opening over on his right side and then peek over to that left side building. Maybe he's behind like the wall or something next to it. And then just kind of wait for that gas to come in. Now, as that gas is coming in, if you don't see anyone coming out of that building, you immediately turn around. You have the zone advantage here big time, and he should know that. He knows that there's for sure somebody in yellow. They're going to have to move. So with that zone advantage, I would run out of this building, get to the left. There's a big wall right there. Use that wall. Use that wall as cover. Try to catch them coming out because they're going to be in the open. They have no cover there. Absolutely no cover.
My thought is totally different.
Okay.
Get the fuck back in that Bertha now. Gas is coming. The only other Bertha is far in gas, and that dude's dead. If you're the last one in a Bertha and it's like half health, and these got in this next circle, 0 buildings.
True. Yeah. Good point. Good point. I like
so if you're in that Bertha, it's just a fucking easy win. Unless you get blown up. So it is kind of risky. It's not like a surefire, this is the correct play.
Yeah.
But that's where my head's at. So let's see where what the pastor does here.
See what he does. Yeah, circle is closing in. So he's already pretty much too. Oh, he can still get the break, I got.
Should have shoulder peeked left to watch that little cubby that you were referring to. No shoulder peeks happened here, which I think was a mistake. I think you could have shoulder peeked that cubby that's like to like in front of you and a little to your left. You could have looked there to see if there is a dude there, because there likely was. I don't know, because you didn't.
I knew there was one across
from
from me. Thought there might be one closer to Bertha who killed me as I pushed. There was one. Back it up, huh? We'll go back after. We'll just play this through for now. See how this goes. So he's saying he knows there's a guy in this building right here. Yep, there we go. See, wide in the open. Easy kill.
Yep, easy finish.
Oh, that was it. Okay. So what just happened? Did they fight each other over there?
Okay, so right here, there's 3 people left. Okay.
What happens to the other guy?
They must both be behind him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
yeah.
both behind him.
It sounded like he
They're both
died to
behind
zone, actually. Maybe he got shot, or I don't know. Anyways, easy play. So then he just cleans up the guy at the very end who was absolute one shot because he had gotten hit by the other guy more than likely.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we were saying, though, was like right... Oh, wait, it's after this. Hold on. Right about... here. Okay. So you get this down. You kill this guy. Right here, you don't know that there isn't someone in front of you in that building, in that cubby. Maybe you do, but I don't see how you knew that. I didn't play the game, obviously, so I don't know. But I think what Tanner was saying is, like, there might be a guy there. Like, I agree. You should shoulder peek that left. Or shoulder peek it right. It's probably safer, actually, because you have cover behind you. It turns out there is no one there, because both of the people are behind you. But you didn't necessarily know that. I think peeking this building in front of you would have been a play, for sure. But other than that, Tanner, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, he did kind of glance at it there. I mean, I would usually probably, side up and look over there, but obviously it worked out fine for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice win. Nick, congrats on your first solo win, of course. That's actually something I don't have because I've hardly ever played solos because I usually can't last more than 10 minutes without rage quitting because the first person that kills me that's camping, I don't even go to the Gulag. I just exit out of the game and I wait till somebody's online, right? So props to you for winning your first game there. Let's see, what part should we go over here? Yeah, this whole thing was just unfortunate here. I don't know. Maybe Raz was right. Maybe pushing that stun. But again, looking at it now, you say, oh, you could have just pushed him on that stun, and you're thinking it's an easy kill. Probably not. He seemed to be pretty damn alert still. It seemed like he was just fine, right?
He had a sniper out too. That's a big reason I want to push there. I know Nick doesn't have plates. If Nick was fully armored, I'm pretty sure he would have just pushed it. So yeah, I think the reason he hesitated is because he was scared because he didn't have plates, which is fair. But also, this guy's stunned with a sniper out because he just shot a sniper.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking confident I'm getting that when my FFAR is out with a full magazine.
Yeah.
I really, really think you pushed that. Not even using hindsight.
I want to see when this guy appeared here. Oh, there he is. Okay, now I see him.
Another thing, too, is like, even if you didn't want to push the stun, that's fine. But what you should have done when you got peppered, it's a little ahead of this. It's a lot ahead of this, sorry. The game is shit here, so cool. Good game.
Yeah.
Good job, Activision. If you want to run away right here because you're getting lit up, why did you not go right in this little shack right here? Seems safer.
Yeah, that's a thought there too. Also, something else to think about is always being paying attention to your mini map there. There's a car moving up behind, and Nick is probably thinking, my guess is he's turning around to try to kind of get away, thinking that this car is going to start fighting this guy, because that's what my thought would be. But yeah, I mean, there are better ways. That guy was pretty far away. He was at the other side of that corner. How did he get over here so fast? So
there's an opening there. You don't even have to jump the wall.
No, I know that, but he was on the other side of this building. He was all the way over there. So I mean, that would take him a few seconds.
I wouldn't have expected him this quickly either.
No,
that's true.
That was a quick
I wouldn't have either.
push. But yeah, so Shaq would have been a better play, or just running around to the right.
Keep going. Yeah, exactly.
Just try to stay in cover more. But yeah, you always I have trouble with this all the time. There are so many times where you don't want to like sit in a building and plate up, and you try to just plate up real quick in the open, and it always bites you in the ass. So more and more, I personally am trying to get used to when I'm in a gunfight, even if you guys are getting shot at by the enemy too. And I mean, I'm not gonna pop up and try to help you when I'm one shot, right? You have to get to a point where you just think about staying alive and you plate up and hope that your teammates can just fend them off long enough before you plate up, and 5 seconds later pop back up, you're fully plated, full health, and you can start helping again. That's something you got to think about, is always putting on your plates in smart places, because you watch the really good players and they do that. They don't just plate up in the open. They take a gunfight, they put damage in. If they get fried, they don't keep pushing that. They turn around, they plate up, and they flank a different direction. So that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Or even pushing that dumpster in front of me. True, you could have just kept moving up here more, crouch, or slid, got behind the dumpster real quick. But ultimately, I think Raz is right. The best play there would have been the shack. Looking back at it here.
Yeah, and another thing too, by the way, is when we say all of this stuff, it's way easier to tell you the correct play when we can pause.
Oh, of course, literally,
obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't us saying this is what we would have done or anything. We're saying this is the ideal play based on what we know.
Yeah.
It's not us shitting on anyone or saying we would have done it differently. But we're saying, like, now looking back at it, it looks like this was the best thing to do. But the more general, and also giving you guys pieces of advice for like what you should do in a very specific scenario isn't really helpful. But what's the general piece of advice here? Don't prone out in the open and plate up. That's almost never the correct play.
Yeah.
Maybe in the last circle, when you know the other team is like across from you and you have cover, then you can play wherever the fuck you want, as long as you're not in their line of sight, because you know those are the only people. But that's obviously not the case here. So proning like right here, I know you're hugging the wall, so you have like one side of cover, but you can get fucked from in front of you. You can get fucked from behind you. You can get fucked from your right. You can get fucked from someone exiting these blue doors right here and just destroying you.
Yeah.
So the shack is like way more cover, for one example, or even getting behind this building. If you turned right here 90 degrees and kept running behind that building, that's another option too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
good on Nick though for keeping his composure, not rage quitting here after being snapshot grenaded, blended. None of his shots were hitting on that guy when they were obviously hitting, and then going into the gulag and not just quitting the game. That would have been it for me. So that's pretty crazy, Nick.
Oh yeah, true. True. And good thing he didn't get a fucking fists in the gulag.
Yeah.
Because I would have done this move right here.
Yeah.
Boop. That's my power button. Boop.
And
done.
Looking back now at this map here, that scav was a good call for him. He got a ton of money out of it. His drop landed at the top of Superstore. In his mind, he's probably thinking, okay, if there's a scav near Super, there must not be somebody there, because that would have been gone for sure.
Maybe that is the thought process.
Because I mean, you look around, there's no other scavs anywhere else on the screen.
I feel
bunch
like
of bounties.
scavs are super hot, but only in the first minute. And then after that, scavs are probably safe, because everyone who was going for scavs either got them already or is dead.
Yeah.
So like scavs later in the game are really not terribly risky. So I don't think the fact that this was a scav was risky. I think, like you said, Tanner, the fact that this was by Superstore was risky.
Yeah.
I think that's the risky part of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the
yeah.
scav itself.
Not the scav itself. It's just that it's by Super, and usually, yeah.
And there's a buy station on Super. So
Exactly.
it's, yeah, a potentially hot area. Turned out no one was fucking there, so that's good, obviously. But yeah, I wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, so let's see what else we had here. Yeah, that play again, pretty self-explanatory. Again, it's kind of a weird spot to throw your loadout, but he is right. Like he had said, he knew he could get behind it. So, yeah, there's a lot of cover behind loadies.
Yeah, but as soon as
I would
you
be
put
scared
the
right
loadout
there,
till
by the way,
cover's
of being
gone.
shot in my back. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of, you know, there's the covering there, but still, I probably wouldn't have risked it. I mean, the guy never shot at him, so.
Yeah, my opinion on that play is that it was fine. It wasn't the best play to make.
Yeah.
And you could have absolutely died there.
Yeah.
There were like 2 snipers that had sight on you there.
Yeah.
I think. One from your left, and then one was like to your right, like up top.
I need recon on my position.
And if you could take cover behind the loadout, cool. But as soon as you pick it up, the loadout's gone and your cover's gone too. So if someone is like plugged in and they know you're behind the loadout drop that you just threw and there's a plume of red smoke, they're just going to pre-aim the thing, knowing that it'll disappear. As soon as you pick up your loadout, done, dead. So I don't think that's a defense of that play, honestly.
This play is still so funny to me. Oh my God.
This is still the best thing. This is the best piece of media I've ever seen. Yeah.
I'll drive.
Yeah, it is like your initial reaction is just, oh, I'm getting shot, I'm gonna get in the truck. But I do this all the time too. You always forget that no matter where you're pressing the button to get in, your character teleports to the other side and you're opening a door and you're capable of being shot. I mean, a lot of times you guys can use the trucks for cover too and just jump in the back and like plate up real quick or something. A lot of times the people will just jump in it and then it's like, okay, cool, I'll just plate up while they just keep driving and being dumb, you know, they'll do some stupid move like that. But so using the truck bed as cover also is a move that people can make as well.
Yeah, let me be clear.
Just to play that.
I also would have gotten in the truck there, but it's still the wrong play because you do teleport to the other side. Just have to try and remember that. But it does feel like you'll get in the truck where you're currently standing. You forget you're gonna teleport.
Yeah. And of course here he's just showing his wall hacks and this guy was here.
Yeah, he's of course cheating.
I like him beating that guy down, by the way. Good move. Instead of just shooting him, beat him down.
Yeah. Just sun him.
I need recon on my
But
position.
oh, I like that little play right there too, by the way. Just a tiny little play. He had UAV, he saw the airstrike on the ground. He knows that airstrike is going to be lost in the gas soon. Called in UAV, got the intel, because this is solos. There's not a whole lot of people that are going to be pinging on UAV anyway, so it doesn't really matter how late you call it in. Just, I mean, it doesn't matter, like, you can't call it in too early, because by the end game, all these people are going to be ghosted anyways, right? So it's like, if they're not ghosted at that point, they're not going to be ghosted. So calling that in at that point is a smart move just to pick up that precision. Absolutely. Same thing I would have done. You don't ever want to leave streaks.
Especially even later in the game. Too.
Even if it's like a cluster or something, find a way to use it. If you want to use that instead, pick that up, call it in on a random building, something, maybe get use out of it. Just don't leave streaks on the ground ever. You gotta use them.
I agree. And the later in the game, the better precision becomes compared to UAV. Exactly. So you might as well just instant pop the UAV.
And he never even used that precision. He never really had a good time to either. I probably wouldn't have thought to use it there either. You're never really in the situation to do it.
I agree.
You don't want to force the precision either if you don't have to. Like, you don't want to go outside of that building he was in at the end just to use a precision.
I agree.
I mean, in hindsight, he could have done something like here trying to Kobe the Bertha, but it's probably
that means calling the precision in front of where the guy is, so he doesn't even get an alert, but you expect him to drive into it and then die. It's a fun and exciting Modern Warfare mechanic you can abuse to get kills.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're pretty much good there. What are you thinking?
I agree. Overall thoughts here are good work. Pretty solid instincts. There were a couple times, mainly that plating in the very first before your death, it seems obvious to me that was a bit of a loss of composure, and like I'm like getting ripped. I need to plate now.
Yeah.
So you chose a suboptimal location to plate because you were so anxious to just get your health back up.
Yeah.
Which is a totally natural, understandable instinct. But try to suppress that so that you're getting somewhere safe to plate. That's probably my biggest takeaway from all of this. I think that's the area where that death right there That's probably how you die a lot. Is you get ripped, you're low health, you panic, and you want to plate up as soon as possible so that you don't die, and that causes you to choose inopportune times to start plating, and that is actually what kills you.
Yeah.
That is, I think, the most general principle I could say as like a room for improvement kind of area. I could be wrong, but that's definitely what that felt like just watching it. However, a lot of excellent plays. I loved the Muni box throw toward the end to get 2 extra thermites.
That was
and
really
that actually
smart.
did make a difference. It probably forced that guy to get out of the Bertha and before he died to you, when he perhaps otherwise might not have.
Yeah.
Because he could have been in that Bertha and it's like one shot. And then he's like, well, fuck this. I'm not going to keep driving this because it's going to die anyway. So I'm just going to get out. And then he gets ripped. That probably wouldn't have happened if you didn't get the thermite on him. And you wouldn't have gotten the thermite on him if you hadn't munied because you didn't have any thermites. So that could have gone totally differently if you never threw that muni box. He could have stayed in that Bertha instead, kept driving around, rip everyone else, and then the game landscape is totally changed and you lose to that guy.
Yeah.
Totally possible. And the muni box throw seems like a small play, but it could have actually made the difference. We'll never know, but it definitely could have. It certainly seems to have. So that was a good play. Calling the UAV before picking up the precision, awesome. Your UAV is going to get more and more useless as the game goes on, and precision is going to get more and more useful as the game goes on. So you might as well just burn the UAV so you have a precision in your pocket. Very good. Good use of shoulder peaks in general. The stun kill was good. I mean, a lot of good things to say here, and that's why you won. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, it's not easy to win solo games because you do have to play entirely different than duos, trios, or quads. It's a totally different game playing it. So my biggest thing, I think, was you using those Berthas to your advantage. You played that smart at the end. You weren't ever really out in the open just sitting around. You were peeking the correct angles. You knew that those guys were behind you at the end, or at least one of them was behind you in that building at the end. So you waited, did exactly what I was saying there, which you peek around that corner. You know he's going to be coming from there. He's going to have no cover in the zone, so you catch him off guard before he gets to the zone, and it's just an easy free kill. In general, other than that, yeah, that the play in the back of the plane was still a little weird to me. How he kind of like slowed down. I'm not really sure what I would have done there either. I probably would have just kept driving really fast, jumped out real quick, and tried to just chase the guy, honestly, and push him. But I very well could have died doing that. That's kind of just my thought. So really, the play you made probably was the correct one. Just a little odd. It doesn't really seem like how you usually see people take on that situation, but
it seemed like a lack of commitment before he got out of the SUV.
Yeah.
He was like, should I push this?
Yep.
I don't know. Wait, should I? I don't know. Wait, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, fine, I'll get out. And it's like, hey, dude, if you're going to push this guy, fucking go. Because the faster you move, the harder it is for you to be killed. But if you keep like stopping and going like that and pussyfooting, like, you're easier to kill.
Yeah.
You're slower, you're more predictable, you're easier to kill. So you can choose, okay, I'm going to kill this guy. Drive in there, fucking full speed, get out of the car, and get ready to bang. Or not, and just keep driving.
Yeah.
But the pussyfooting, it was fine, but that could have absolutely gotten you killed. I don't think stopping and going in the middle of the airport like you're in LA County traffic is the correct play. Yeah. Either commit or don't. That's another good point. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That was weird.
So I was definitely trying to see if the cost of pushing was worth it. Also making sure the SUV and UAV / map wasn't. Oh, SUV on the UAV wasn't pushing towards us. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to commit so quick in this game. But other than that, yeah, I think I like the use of stuns. I like the use of you using thermites, by the way. You said also in chat you do you switched to those recently, and that's why you're kind of bad at throwing them or whatever you said when you missed that Bertha. So thermites are the move. I still stand by that. I'm still not missing Semtech, so big fan of that. But yeah, everything was pretty good. I don't really have much else to say about it. It was just solid gameplay overall. Solid solo dub.
Agreed.
And yeah.
Agreed.
That's about it.
So yeah, for sure. So thank you, Nick, for submitting that. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick.
Reminder, to submit gameplay breakdowns, have your gameplay broken down. Patreon.com/thedropshot. Now let me add a couple things. Everyone wants to submit their best games ever for the gameplay breakdowns. That's fine. We can do that. We will do that. It's your fucking money. But I will say, the way you would probably get the most benefit is to submit to us average gameplay for you. The most pedestrian game you've ever played. Send us that so that we can give you the most valuable feedback possible that you can use to your advantage. Because if you have like this really insanely good game where it was a combination of like not plugged in opponents and like lucky circles or whatever for multiplayer analog there, etc., you'll look really good and it'll be like your best game ever, and we'll talk about it and stuff. That's fine. We could do that. But you're not going to learn as much from those things as you will from sending us an average game. Now, maybe your average game is you winning. Possible. It's not true for anyone I know in our Discord, but it is possible. So if you want the most benefit for yourself, send us an average one of your games. If you want the most benefit for our listeners, send us whatever the fuck you want. Because even if you send us your best possible game, we're gonna try to explain why every good play you made was a good play. So if you happen to have a game where every play is a good play, then that will also be a teaching experience for us to tell other people, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to be selfish and improve yourself the most and learn about yourself the most, then I would say again, submit an average game. Because then we can see how you normally play and critique your most common mistakes and praise your most common, like, good habits, I would say. So that's just kind of a little piece of advice. But again, you can submit whatever game you want. You can submit your worst game you ever played. I don't fucking care. We will critique it regardless. And we'll tell you what was good and what was bad, irrespective of all of those things. But that's just, again, kind of a piece of advice for you guys. So yeah. With that said, we're fucking done. Unless you wanted to try and sneak some games in, Tanner. I don't know. What are you thinking?
No, I think we're good there. I think we'll stop recording there for the YouTube. So yeah, more gameplay breakdowns will be coming, boys.
Yes. So thank you, Nick, for the gameplay breakdown, and YouTube will see you next time.